Hi, my name is Steve Ono. I'm here today to talk to you about cheap tricks in chord names. In the previous video, I talked about the number 3 being the note that makes the chord major or minor. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Could be minor, minor third, or major third. In either case, it has to be C something, the third of A. If it was a D, it would be D, E, F, F natural, or F sharp. And the note in between is the second. So I could have a minor third or a major third, but the second is still going to be E. D, E. 1, 2. D, E. D-sus2, or D2 for short. And it can either resolve to a major triad, to the major third, or to the minor third. Now the next note past the third is the fourth, which can either suspend to the minor or suspend to the major. Okay, so D sus4, also known as D sus. If you ever see a chord name that just says sus, they mean 4. D sus4. Suspend the fourth. Right? If I open my second string, I get a B. And this chord is called D6 because B is the 6th of D. You had to know it got past 5, right? So we got D, E, F, F sharp, G, A, B, D6. Now D6 can also be had by reaching across with your pinky for the B at the 4th fret on the 3rd string. And that can act as a suspension of its own, kind of, a 6-5 suspension, because this note is the 6th B, and the note behind it at the 2nd fret on 3rd string is the A, that is the 5th of D. So 6 to 5. It's not as much a suspension as the 4 to 3. And then there is the 4 to 5, and that has to do with opening the 3rd string by lifting the 1st finger. And that's an add4, D add 4, and then you're coming back to the 1st finger's 5th, the A. What about the A chord itself? Well, A, open B is A2. Now you can hear how the A2, the D2 and the A2 share that A2-ness. Right? Now the A2 can resolve to the C sharp, and then I can add the pinky to the D, A, B, C, D, the 4th, A sus4, release to the C sharp. And of course, that sus4 can also work with an A minor. And the sus2 as well. Which brings us to one of my favorite little cheap trick things, is the hammer-on. That is the most popular hammer-on in guitar land. I'm lifting my 1st finger, hitting my 2nd string, and slamming my 1st finger into the string at the 1st fret. Here's my 2nd finger hammer-on. And that sounds really cool when you're moving. How about my 3rd finger? How about the whole chord? Yes, I can hammer on the entire chord. Now, there's also a technique called a pull-off. Pulling off the fourth finger D, the fourth, to the third, minor third, and the open B. Pull-offs. Welcome to interval names and chord names. Chord names are basically using the interval numbering system to create a name of a chord, and we'll be discussing that more and more as we move forward into the land of interval formulas and interval maps.